Tonight on Funda, we are checking out Python dictionaries. So Python dictionaries are like Python list, and then the only difference is that they are keys or they are array index. You tell them what they are, and then the second difference is that they don't use a square bracket. They use a normal brace. So let's check out. We're gonna be using. Gonna make an example on Corsa dictionary. Gonna call our file Corsa dictionary. Python. Create. Cool. So that's our dictionary, and then we'll create a dictionary. We call this one words. So the way that you create a dictionary, you open a brace, give it a name of the key instead of letting a computer to index it automatically with like an array and then like list. Now you tell it what's going to be your index. So first index, which we don't call it index because them keys. The first key will say rain on this one, and the value of the rain will be imvula. Okay. Second one will be weather, and then the value of the weather will be imo yezulu. Okay. Let's keep it consistent, capital rain, more Zulu, and then the door, we'll call it Otango. So all these Xhosa words are values, and then English words are keys. So rain is a key, and the value is imvula. Weather is a key, and the value is imoya zulu. Door is a key, and the value is ucango. Okay. And then last word we put snake as a key, and the value is ikaka. Okay, ikaka. That's the value of that. Okay. So we have our dictionary. So now we can print our dictionary items. So in order to do that, we can look through a dictionary, and we're finding a key and a value inside the items. The way that we can do that, we can introduce a for loop. We say for words in for key, not forget, for key value in words dot items, and then we print out. Let's print out only keys this time. Key is equal to Python. Let's run this program. Python 3 Xhosa dictionary. Also, dictionary comes with all the English words. It wouldn't be fair for a Xhosa dictionary to just come with English words when the value is one Xhosa word. So we'll just change here and put a value instead of a key. So let's print this out. Imvula, imoyezulu, icango, and ikaka. There we go. So this is how Python dictionary works. So now let's make a program that's going to be useful for a user who wants to learn a Xhosa language, to be able to give it an English word, to give this program an English word, and then to return it Xhosa. So in order to do that, we'll introduce a new concept. We call it function. We'll leave the words there at the top. In order to do a function, you say a keyword, which is def, which means define a function, and then you give it a name of a function. We're going to call it this one translate to Xhosa. This function will translate all our words into Xhosa. And this is how you define a function. Say def function, and then you say the function name, and inside the function you pass the parameters. We've seen before on how we use other people's function when we use all the time the printf function. When they say print, we always pass the parameters like hello world and things like that. And this one of ours also takes a parameter, which means it's gonna require something to be put inside it. We'll say this time is a word. And then once you finish the definition of function, you put a colon, and then you write a body of a function. Fortunately for us, this body of a function of this particular function is not gonna be big. It's gonna be just one word. Return. What you wanna return? We wanna return a word. What word? So what we do, we're gonna take that dictionary we wrote a few minutes ago and put it inside our function to be part of our function. Our function, yeah, it's got 2 lines now, but we already returned that one, so it still doesn't count. It's got still have 1 line. Or let's say it's got 2 lines. So it's gonna return words, and then on words it's gonna return the word that we're passing on it. That's it. That's a beautiful dictionary that we just wrote. We just wrote a Xhosa translation dictionary. Before we tap our shoulders and be happy and celebrate, let's test this function and see if it's gonna work. We're gonna say print, and then we're gonna say the name of a function, and then we're gonna ask it to translate snake. Put the space there, makes it nice. Our program beautiful. I'm gonna just pass a snake as a string. Remember in the previous section we told what the string is. So now to translate what the snake is. So let's clear it and run Python Xhosa dictionary. Snake is ikaka. So it did. But now you wouldn't want to hard code your dictionary. People don't go to the dictionary and run the whole dictionary and then translate everything. You would want the user to say something. So let's just ask an input for a user. If you remember the function that we did for hello world, when you're asking a user and say hello Sbamba, so we're going to create a variable called user input, and then on the user we're gonna call a function called input, and then we're gonna say what is the word that you want to translate. Okay, let's put a question mark in the space there. Now here, instead of just pushing a snake or a kaka, we're gonna just put user input. Okay, here we go. Then we save. Now our dictionary is done. Now we can run our program. Let's clear the screen and run Python Xhosa dictionary. And then what is the word that you want to translate? I want to translate weather. Right, weather. And then it will say imo yezulu. Let's translate again. Let's say do ucango. Let's translate rain. Imvula. Let's translate last but not least snake. Ikaka. Please talking like thank you guys, that's it for today. See you next time. Keep practicing Python. There isn't much that's difficult here. We introduced like few concepts. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, just post them on the website. Funda, see ya Funda, see ya Funda, see ya Funda. Thank you very much.